Crazy Mike, CrazyMikesapps.com with an iPad app demo for hands-on equations by Borenson Associates, Hands-on Equations. This application is in the education category, works on the iPad, and currently sells for $4.99. This math education app introduces algebraic equations in an easy-to-grasp format, which includes a video example for each of the 6 lessons, followed by 2 additional examples, 10 exercises for each lesson, and an overall review lesson for each 6. Here's the opening screen. Hands-on Equations is just that. It encourages kids to use their hands to solve abstract algebraic equations. Let's go ahead and tap on the video here that explains more.
Students no longer have to be intimidated by algebra. Today, a new educational tool called Hands-on Equations is making the subject fun and easier to learn. The innovative teaching system is designed to help students as early as the 3rd grade easily understand algebraic equations using a physical and visual model.
Instead of working with variables and constants, and everything is visual in front of you and you can instantly understand the difference.
Almost like game pieces, pawns and the number cubes, and they're transitioning an abstract equation into something that is very concrete and very familiar to them.
So we're going to tap out of there. You can watch the rest of the video, but it explains thoroughly the hands-on equations algebraic method. Now let's go ahead and tap on menu of lessons, and that's going to pull us into the 6 different lessons in addition to the review lesson. You're going to see that there's a video for each one, as I had stated, and then there's also 2 examples or practice, and then the exercises are there. If you want to return to the main screen, just tap on the big yellow icon in the top right. Let's go ahead and watch briefly one of the lesson or goal videos.
In this example, we have a balanced scale. We need to find the value of the pawn if both sides balance. Well, if this side has...
So you get an idea. That is how you're going to get a video for each lesson with the goal, and it's going to explain what you're trying to learn. Now we could do a practice, but let's go right into the exercise, and we'll go after the 4th exercise. Now it says find the value of the pawn if both sides balance. Now in this lesson you can't move the pawns. It'll tell you that. In the lessons after this you'll actually use the pawns and number cubes to solve the algebraic equation. So find the value of the pawn if both sides balance. So we have 3 pawns over here, and we have 1 pawn and an 8 cube over there. We're going to go ahead and take, in our mind, take 1 pawn from there, so 2. So I'm going to guess or determine that 4 is the value of x. So we'll go ahead and check our work here. We'll put 4 in as x, and we can't clear this like we will in the next lessons, but we'll go ahead and figure this out. So 4 and 8 is 12, and we'll go ahead and use our number wheel is what you're going to do and scroll to the correct number. You can also cancel out of there, put 12, and then, well, 3 times 4 would be 12, so we'll put 12 over here, and we'll go ahead and put done. Now we get a grade, and we have completed this successfully. Now another feature, which is the auto check, you can also use the auto check to go through, and will actually count up based on what you put in, the number 4 as x, and what it comes to, and it determines that they do equal, and it'll give you that. So that is how you do. That's how we do this exercise, and you can go to the next exercise by tapping on next, or we could restart the lesson, go back to the menu up here. You can also get help, which will let you watch the video again. So we'll go back here to the menu, and we're going to jump into a little bit of a harder exercise in lesson 4, and we'll do exercise number 1. Now you can see we have a more difficult algebraic equation. Now you can watch the video. I've already watched it, and I suggest you watch the videos for each lesson before going in and doing the exercises. Now in this case we have, and we're going to use this the balance here, and we can put in what we have. We have 1x plus 2 more x and a 5 cube. And then over here we have 1x, and you can see the pawns populate. Now you can also get rid of a pawn by pulling it up to the top, or you can pull it down to the bottom and it'll go back there. So let's go ahead and put, we have 1 plus 2x is there, we have 1x there, and then we have 10 plus 9 as our cubes. Now what we can do here is we can remove one pawn from this side and one pawn from this side, which leaves us 2x. And then we can also take the 5 off of here, and it's going to leave us 14 over here. So we have 2x equals 14. So I'm going to go ahead and figure out that x equals 7. So I'm going to tap here, and I can go through and check my work, put 7 in there. Now before I go on, I put 7. I've come to that conclusion that x equals 7. I'm going to clear the board and I'm going to see if I'm right. So I'm going to put in a pawn plus 2 more, and again plus 5, and we're going to go ahead and put 1 pawn there, and we're going to put in our 19. So we would say 21 plus 5 would be 26. So we'll go ahead and put 26 up here. And we're going to go ahead and put 26 up there because 19 plus 7 is 26. And we should be right. And if we are, we will get the trumpet blast. And it'll tell us that we did a great job. Now, again, if you're wrong, you're going to try again, or you may get that x does not equal whatever number you put in. And we can also tap on auto check, and again it will go through and tell us how we did. It'll actually determine whether the sides equal, which is ultimately what we're trying to do again in this algebraic equation, which they do. Now we can go on to the next one again. We could go for help, which would be the video, or we can go back to the menu here, and you can also restart the lesson. That's it for this iPad app demo. Until next time, this has been Crazy Mike from Crazy Mike's Apps saying see ya.